Oh, we're about to be late, and I don't have my hat.
Wait, Matt. I have a hat.
Oh, just in time. Hello, welcome back to JPEG.
Hello, it's Adam.
And Matt.
And we're doing the villain run of Hat in Time.
This is
Mustache Girl.
This is the dark run.
I can't go up the ladder.
2. Yeah, you're not supposed to go up the ladder. You go up the ramp there, I think.
Weird.
So this is where your justice ends.
So I guess...
Go, yeah, I think you... No, to your right. Right? Yeah, the vault.
Ooh, oh, that makes sense.
Jackpot! This must be where she stores them all. Time to mess with time a little.
It's the fucking Shadow the Hedgehog playthrough on Sonic Adventure Battle. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Holy shit. Welcome, New Galaxy!
Oh god. I mean, it's essentially...
It's basically what happened in Galaxy.
Is that how Mario announces? Is that how a new level is announced?
No, in Mario Galaxy at the end of... I don't know if it's...
Have you played?
I think it's at the end
Galaxy?
of the first one.
I've never touched
I don't think it's at the end of the first one.
At the end of the first one,
It
yes.
doesn't matter. It's not really that big a thing. At the end of the first one, you go and save Bowser's ship, but basically like a massive black hole singularity develops, and everybody's getting sucked into it, and I don't remember if it's as a result of the black hole or if Rosalina does this to save everyone, but she basically just hard resets the whole thing, and it's implied that she just like reset the universe.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yes.
so Galaxy has a hard-baked like universe reset in it. Oh look, the Tesseract.
Oh, nice.
You can put on the Dweller's Mask to see inside of that.
That is cool.
Oh, neat.
Oh, you had to do that actually to hit a button. Now you have to use it again so you can escape.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's one of the craziest endings of any Mario game, in my opinion. It's also, I think, why Galaxy 2 can exist. Because it has almost the exact same setup as Galaxy.
It's implied that that's why Galaxy 2 is the way it is.
Yeah, because
it's just like
Galaxy and Galaxy 2 have the exact same setup. The only difference is Rosalina isn't really involved in Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
Instead of it's Lubba, and you're on his spaceship rather than Rosalina's.
Okay. Wow, leading up to a choir. Times End.
Wow.
Fuck.
Oh fuck. Alright, here we go.
Yeah, Galaxy is really good. I haven't really played. I didn't play too much of 2. I played Galaxy 1 all the way to the end. I don't think I ever beat 2. It's great.
Yeah, Galaxy 1, there's definitely a few levels I never really got to beat. I don't think I ever unlocked... I don't know if I ever... I think I unlocked them, but I don't think I ever really used much of Luigi
this is
in
great.
Galaxy.
Go to the right. No, back. Go back. Go there. So you're number 153.
Oh god.
Talk to now you can like talk to some people.
This is something else. I don't know how you're not breaking a sweat, but I'm really cooking. Maybe you can skip the queue and find out who's the head chef here, kid.
So I don't think you really have to go and talk to everybody.
Oh,
The
you
ones
can.
the ones that you like you can talk to some people. You can talk to a couple of people. Most of the ones you'd want to talk to are pretty interesting. Like it's the mafia boss from the first world.
I think he's from a level I didn't play.
No, he was. He's the remember at the end of the first one, the guy in the ball that's rolling?
Oh yeah!
It's that guy.
That's right.
That's what happens to him.
Oh, there's even the ghost?
There's
He's
a
here?
tourist guy. Yeah, the Snatcher. I
Is he
think
just
they could
in line, or is he...
talk to him. I think they probably couldn't really animate him being in line.
How's that soul of yours still rattling around in there? I'd love to know who thinks they're a big enough deal to...
Oh, he's in line.
So I've taken a few 100 souls, big deal. Do us all a favor, kid. Go check out who thinks they're better than us and hit them. I don't usually advocate that kind of thing, but this is pretty authoritative.
Oh god.
So basically what's happening here is they all... And if you turn around, there's a tourist you could talk to. You don't have to. But he's kind of in the first couple of levels, and he's like a recurring character that we didn't really see a whole
Him?
lot. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I gotta be frank. Of all the places I've been visiting, this is unquestionably the worst. You've gotta go in there and show that girl who's boss, so that I can get back on the moon. The moon was much more fun.
So he's like a tourist from the moon.
I believe in you, kid.
Cute.
He's kind of like that guy in the Pokemon Stadium gyms who were just like...
Hey, trader. I see you, champ in the making. You need some
Yeah,
help?
champ in the making.
Champ in making.
It's your dad. That's a popular theory.
Oh god.
It's funny.
Oh god.
But funny.
I love the recent meme that I've seen. It's from Parks and Rec. He's like,
Oh god,
he's like-
crows.
where it's Ron Swanson walking
Yeah.
through the hardware store, and he goes like, "Hey, champ in the making. I know more than you."
Damn.
What alleged crime did you commit, fellow criminal? What legal term would you use
Oh hell yeah.
for crime?
Time crime.
Time crime. If it fits, that'd be amazing.
I think we got it.
Yeah, we got this.
Oh god.
Time cry.
Time may cry.
Time may cry.
The time has crime, and so have I.
This is the face of.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
great.
god, that's so trashy.
Crime in my life?
There's a conductor. There's DJ Grooves over there.
What is this place? I've never broken a law in my life.
You kind of did. No.
Oh, whoever they are, I'm nae gonna be judged by some mustached, heartless, hood-wearing, statue-posing, castle-dwelling, picnic.
That's so good.
Xander Mobus. Oh no!
I want to talk to DJ
Xander
Grooves.
Mobus or Robert Anki Down. This is what I'm talking about.
No, it was
Xander
Xander
Mobus.
It was Xander Mobus.
It's Robert Akin Downs. Jeez, that's the.
That's what I think.
a
I thought he
strong
played
ass
some big thing,
performance.
but it wasn't that.
Robert Anki Downs done similar roles, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Slide on up past those doors and find out who's calling the shots, won't you?
Love Anfish as
So
him.
you're go down to the line.
I got
just
to
make
actually
sure-
meet I got to see Anfish at Youmacon and tell
Yeah.
him like, "You were amazing, DJ Grooves." He just goes, "Thank you, darling."
Nice.
That's
Go down. Wait, go
sweet.
down the ramp just because we. There's only like one person we probably didn't talk to. Yeah, there's probably just the owl. Oh, there's. You
Another
probably have to
crow.
talk to all of them.
Anybody like of note? Oh god.
Oh god.
The sadomasochist.
Yeah. So you could talk or not talk to whoever, right?
I think
just wanted to make
I
sure.
got my fill.
Okay, cool.
This was highly
Yeah.
appreciated.
Yeah. So basically,
Yeah.
they're
Fuck
all
all
in
y'all.
line. They are all taking tickets in order to get judged and then potentially sentenced by Mustache Girl because she has like the limitless power of timepieces now.
Jesus fuck.
She's basically anointed
Christ.
herself judge, jury, and executioner.
Great Time York song.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. Anyway, very obscure reference aside.
Wait, what?
There's a song by Tom York through his
Oh, okay.
a side band he did one album with called Atoms for Peace.
Okay.
Called Judge and Executioner.
Yeah.
It's really obscure.
Really, a
Like,
Tom York song called Judge, Jury, and Executioner? I would have never guessed.
Yeah. What a shock. Yeah. The album's fine, but that song was really good.
You ever seen Fred Armisen's impression of Tom York?
No.
It's super weird.
Which one's Fred Armisen?
From Saturday Night Live in Portlandia.
Oh, yes.
You were
That
going, you were going the wrong
wanna,
direction.
I really want to see his impression of Tom York. That sounds incredible.
It burns. It burns.
Yeah.
Like it didn't happen fast enough.
Give me your back of the line ticket.
Oh god.
Oh, he's fighting
Give me
me.
your back of the line ticket.
Bye.
Oh, they're trying to be at the end of the line so they can put it off longer.
That's
That's-
amazing.
That's really smart.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
Oh,
There's a
really?
spirit right by it. You just have to get there.
There's a spirit right by it.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
we have
yeah.
to get over there.
Yeah.
With the fuck. Wait, do I live two?
Yeah.
You took two.
Yeah,
hits.
you took 2 hits trying to go in the fire the wrong way.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Wait. Go. Got it. It's alright. Just wait.
Yep.
There it is.
Oh. Okay, well that was unnecessary, but still cool.
Cool. Neat. You seem very important, so.
No, you know those extras you get at the end of the rift
No, yeah, I
levels?
just meant like when I.
That was a
Well,
cannonball.
rip.
Yeah. You know those
Oh, the sides. Okay.
You know that at the end of rift levels you get the little roulette?
Yes.
Those rift tokens you just got, you can exchange 3 of those for 1 roll of the roulette.
Oh, okay, neat.
Like without completing a rift thing. Yeah. I find it a little weird that the hookshot thing is a badge. I feel like that was a of the few things in this game that I would say are actually like poor calls, I would say that one was a little off to me. I'm like,
Potentially, yeah. It's kind
I
of
just feel like it should have been an ability, not a badge that takes up a slot.
Right, yeah.
Because it's actually used for in-game progression several times. I think this
Yes.
is just a bonus thing. You don't have to do it.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Just go ahead.
Yeah, there are other games where I've seen that happen. Like, I know Sly Cooper 2, the parasail is
Yeah.
being extremely important.
Yeah.
That you have to unlock at a certain point in the game. And
But for me, I'm not saying it's an unlock thing. It's that you have a limited number of badge slots. You have a limited equipped.
well, no, it's not that you
badge
unlock it. I should rephrase that.
Okay.
It's something you have to buy in the game that becomes mandatory later in the game. It's similar to the hook shot. Actually, it's exactly.
But again, I don't see a problem with that.
But I think the problem is it takes up a slot of an ability you can have.
Okay, now that
whereas it's
is
a
actually-
mandatory element of it. No, I'm saying you're saying that's what it is in Hat in Time.
Yeah, no, to me
Sly Cooper
that's
is
the
not.
issue with Hat in Time is that you have an ability that is key progression in a lot of areas, and like it has use in every single area and can be used as a key progression point.
No, it's
but
mandatory, really.
It is mandatory for more areas than every other badge that has it, but you still have to equip it to a slot and use up a slot space. So like. It's just this thing. We have to use the Driller Mask. Don't jump on that.
Woo!
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I didn't either.
Good call.
Okay. But yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm like, I get why it is the way it is, but because of how frequently the badge is used and how important it is, go back. You have to use the
Which hat?
Yeah.
Which hat?
And how important it is, and how much.
Well, that's actually really smart. They have this right here.
Yeah, to
be
let you
like,
know.
hey, get this. You should open this. Okay, you already
It's
opened it. Now,
game design.
Look at the thing that is actually really important to have that for.
Yeah, it's game design.
It's almost
Basic
like
level design.
Very smart. Thank you.
theming.
Almost
Video
like
games.
it was a well-designed game.
Yeah, theming.
Yeah.
Video games.
But that.
fuck.
Yeah, but that point of just like it's used for progression like pretty frequently. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that
Stay
was
down,
above
jump.
That one.
Okay,
Oh, you can
nice,
jump
nice.
on
You can
top.
jump in. The dwellers. Try and jump straight up. Yeah, you're like. But yeah, just because it's like locks, it's actually used for progression pretty frequently. I just feel like it should have been unlock a passive ability. Really.
Oh god!
No,
You way
Well,
back to that. That's why I'm like you have to be careful with the double jump because if you pull it too early when you do the dash, you'll end up like screwing yourself over. All right. Saludo. I remember this one being a little tricky just because they don't really hand out health very much.
No, they're not.
I don't think they hand out health like at all in this one.
They did a little bit, but by the time I got there, I'd already healed everything up, or I'd like
Okay.
reset.
Careful.
Oh. See that fire.
This reminds me so much of
slower.
Bowser's Castle setup. What am I looking for?
There's a hook shot in front of you. It's actually hidden behind the flames. Jump straight ahead. There's a hook shot.
I just jumped for.
Yes.
Word. All right.
You're
Well,
panicking. Just a touch. But you're not in the very
Yeah.
beginning, so that's good. Yeah, I think we're still good. I think we're still on track to beat this in a not super long.
no, we're doing pretty good so far, actually.
Yeah.
We're only at about 13
Oh,
minutes.
interesting. You took a different path this time.
Oh, I did.
To your left.
This isn't a
left,
path,
left.
though.
No, yes, it is. There's a hook
Wait.
shot to your left. See those
Oh,
things
neat.
hanging?
Yeah, I see it.
They're hook shots.
Neato.
The one that you saw, though, I actually don't blame you for missing because it was actually pretty poorly, like,
To the
the
color of the level.
visibility on it was really poor. Like, it was put in front of a bright, glowing orange thing. It was actually really difficult to see.
Oh, it's one high and then one low, so you have to jump.
Yes, yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. It's kind of hard to tell because of the depth perception.
Yeah.
See, I would also argue that the color of it going along a black platform. Or
Yeah, that's true. So, head
Okay, I still don't actually know
directly
where I'm
ahead.
going.
Directly ahead. Just jump
Oh,
directly
I
ahead.
see it.
It's really hard to see against the bright orange of the flames.
Yeah, it's orange and gray in an orange and gray room.
Okay, these are gonna fall.
Yep.
Go. Oh, Dweller's Mask. Nah. Jump. You gotta jump and dive. Okay. This reminds me of Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah.
Not so much dark side.
Darker,
Oh god!
darker side. No, I didn't mean dark side. Darker side.
Well, my hat's gone.
Yep.
Yeah,
Fuck!
the,
Monkey
the
came and stole it.
monkeys.
Where
Or
the fuck did he go?
yeah. He's right there. Oh god, you gotta hit him a couple times. I think it's the purloin.
Okay, I got him.
Once again, I believe that's also Dweller Mask.
Yeah, nice, nice.
Okay.
But yeah, I meant darker side.
Yeah. That's the one that's okay. This isn't that bad though.
No, I meant visually because of the
visually.
holes of lava in the floor.
Yeah,
like the one
okay.
section where you possess or you capture the flame enemy and jump through them. By the way, yeah, I think I explained that on the channel or at least in real life. But like how like Nintendo always insisted it was called capturing an enemy, not possessing them, and then realizing it was called that because he uses Cappy to capture his enemies.
I don't think we talked about that on the show before, no.
But like, oh my fucking god, I was like,
that bit of information was really fun to me.
There's so much I can do about that.
yeah, it just would have had to jump at a different move.
Well,
So you had to get. Oh no, didn't steal it. He's stealing your
So
shit.
money.
Get lives first.
fuck you.
Don't worry about
Asshole. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
There.
it. Yeah,
Fuck
those
your shit.
guys were definitely irritating to me as well.
Oh,
Careful, careful. I think this is like around the last leg.
This feels like last leg stuff. I'm honestly visually I'm more reminded of
I mean, it is more like Bowser's like Kingdoms. I was just talking about that very specific part, not the whole thing.
Yes.
Just that one
That's
specific.
fair.
part.
Okay, fair.
But yeah.
I got that. I can see it. I have very specific thing of it. I think it's the final level of Galaxy 2. It
Reminds me of Bowser in 64, actually. Quite a bit.
Okay, I think you know what? It's probably both, but I think of Galaxy is what I think of first for Mario games usually. So
Yeah.
I played the shit out of both
Yeah.
games. Once again, we talk about a ton about Mario in the finale of a Jam-Pack video.
It's almost like Mario massively influenced almost every single platformer ever.
Yeah. Okay.
That's one of those things where I'm like, I don't want to be rude or say anything, but I'm like, like you're like, no judges on the skill. It's just like, oh, that is unfortunate.
that is the like getting hit by fire is the one thing I always getting hit by in Mario games.
I'm gonna use the chicken on this.
Try it.
Actually, no. Actually, the worst way to go because. Ow! I should have done it. I should have done it.
No, I don't know if it would have helped. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
okay, you're fine. You're
hell
fine.
yeah.
You're fine. You're at the end. Here we go.
Chicken on.
Sure.
The chicken run.
So.
Punch old man for like 2 days straight that one time.
Oh god, I thought he said I punched a man.
No,
for
he
2
said I
days straight.
didn't punch an old man for like 2 days straight. I
That
had a
one
2-day
time.
period where I didn't punch a man for this old man for one time.
What a touching story. Just kidding. Bad guy, next. I said next.
Cutting in line. You were
No dignity.
no
Doubt.
dignity, no doubt.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've been kinda a selfish little pest, but you haven't actually stood in my way. You get to go on. You're a good guy, I guess.
Great. Bye. The end.
Because Hat Kid, actually, until this point, has basically been a very Doctor Who-esque character where Hat Kid just shows up and does what they do, and they don't interfere, really. It's just now Hat Kid is forced to interfere because the interference is like this, the mustache girl has stolen all her timepieces.
Yes.
So it's like her fault,
Go
quote
on.
unquote.
You get to live.
So she's like, I have to interfere because this is using my technology, but I mean,
Oh, what an asshole.
Me.
excuse
Don't you dare get anywhere near me. I don't think you quite understand who's in charge, little missy. You know, I was willing to forgive you.
You have a very
I once
red
thought
nose.
we were gonna be best buds. But
See,
nope,
I'm thinking
you
of
turned out to be
the
rotten and
moment where
selfish. Save
Jonathan
the planet
and,
from bad guys. Psh, who needs that, am I right?
Baron
Look,
Zapelli charges
that's
into
all
Dio's
I've done without
room, and he's sitting on his throne
justice.
like that.
Oh yeah.
The justice. No more bad guys. Ever. I don't need you. This planet doesn't need you.
Nobody will miss you, and nobody will care.
Wow.
Damn.
What a jerk.
It's pretty brutal.
You are the bad guy, and I'll show you how this justice system deals with bad guys.
All right. Boss fight phase 1.
Oh,
Yeah, so get ready. This is kind of a long
Virgil
fight.
3.
I'm assuming. Okay, this is definitely gonna be more run.
You've tended to be pretty good at these, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah. I'm also assuming that this is probably the best cap to have for this fight.
Probably. I don't really see what would be a better one.
Oh,
Ow.
wow. It's Psycho
Flush.
Fucking Psycho Crush. Nice.
It's also she just throwing timepieces.
Yeah, that's how many she has, I guess.
It's like
All of mine.
I've got
Which
enough
is weird
to
because you
spare.
collected 25.
Oh yeah. That's definitely more than 25.
Oh, you almost fucked yourself with that camera angle.
Yeah, I'm bad. Gonna have a bad time.
That's the one thing about this game where I get it, like the enjoyment, like there's nothing wrong with subjective, and I love this game. Like I love this game. It's really cool and original and like super fun. But like there are some people who are just like, wow, Hat in Time was like the best platform of the year for me because it was like actually original. Like Odyssey was super fun and well polished, but like this was like really original. And like I agree, but also like Odyssey doesn't
that shit.
tend to like have clipping through like walls.
No, yeah, there's
like
some
with cameras and stuff. Like not that denotes a quality of a game. It's still an amazing game, but like you know the polish is appreciated in like something like Odyssey for me.
Oh, this is
That's right. Get lost.
this is cool.
It's all glorious.
I love name one.
Yeah. Although I can't really say if anybody was like I prefer this over something like Odyssey, I'd understand. Because this is definitely like a more unique like experience. You can't really find like a as comparable one in terms
This
of
is
like
cool.
creativity and stuff.
This is really
Whereas
fun.
Odyssey's just kind of like more Mario.
Aw.
Yeah, get lost.
Oh, this is
Get lost.
Get lost, get lost.
But I'm fixing everything. No more bad guys. Why can't you see that I'm doing this for all of us?
I still have a chicken head.
You all showed up for me.
Yeah, shut up.
How can you stand behind these people? They're crooks, criminals, and you're helping them. This ends now.
You got healed.
Phase 2.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This.
Abstract plane of reality.
Let's see. Adam, you haven't played Kingdom Hearts 2 or seen the end of it, right?
Yeah, I beat Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay, I was gonna say.
No, he hates it. Adam hates Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I hate Kingdom Hearts so much so that I put on my top 10 games on that one video.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
See, he didn't even put it at number 1. He hates it.
I didn't even put. I hate it so much. I only put number 1 on there, not 2.
I was gonna say. Like,
You put Kingdom Hearts 1 and not 2 on it?
Personal.
Okay, fair enough.
Like 2 is the better game. If it has
In everything but story.
Yes,
I would say.
and I think the one I have more personal
That's fair.
history with. I think.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I will say, so I was giving those critiques. It's not so much that I am like judging people who think Hat in Time is super awesome, because it is awesome. I would just like, and I guess anybody that likes it more likes it more than like Odyssey. I'm not gonna be like, what are you thinking? I'm like, sure, you just like it more. Like you probably have your own reasons for liking it more. You probably value a novel experience over like, you know, polish and stuff like that. I just am like, there are a couple of points of lack of polish in the game where I'm like, I think some people are a little over forgiving of some of the things. Where I'm like, I don't think you should be like, this game sucks, because it's an amazing game. But I do think there are sometimes I'm like, I think it kind of comes up because
I
of, like,
can't run towards her. That's what it's trying
Yeah.
to tell me. Okay.
because of how, even though it was a, yeah, you can hit her. You can hit her.
Well, every time I run towards her, she moves.
So you can try again.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, see? Oh, okay. So that was happening. It was a cutscene.
You've got it, lad. Let's give her something she can jab at, that little red nuisance. so she'll get lost.
But it was kind of like how, while it was...
Roll. Little girl, give us a shove right into that red lass's ugly mouth.
That's a cool.
I thought you were gonna say that red ass.
No.
You said the
Red lasses. Oh,
That's
wow.
good. Ah! Sorry, I did it again.
You can still get hit.
Just trying to run out of the way.
Yeah, you still want to hit her with the ball.
Yeah, I was trying to perspective-wise.
Yeah.
Move her laser so I could move more
Yeah,
freely.
we might have to try more than once, but we'll see. Hopefully, it's looking okay. Nice. But whoop! But like I said, even though I do think Yooka-Laylee is like a much less good game overall, like I think it definitely deserves to be higher regarded than. I'm sorry, I think Hat in Time definitely deserves to be in a higher regard than Yooka-Laylee because of the many more problems in Yooka-Laylee. I did get a little tired of how much people, like when Hat in Time came out, were all just like, yeah, fuck Yooka-Laylee, right? And I'm like, Yooka-Laylee definitely has a lot of problems and well-deserved criticism. But at the same time, I'm like, I feel like people like really ramped up their disappointment with Yooka-Laylee when they got like a great experience in Hat in Time.
This, by the way, is super cool. I
Yeah,
like it
for
a
sure.
lot. Or they're all helping you.
But I do think Hat in Time does have similar polished problems. It's just that they don't affect the main game as much.
Oh, I can't run with it. That's right.
You know, all the time.
or jump.
I have to wait for her to come
Or
back
you
and
can
then
do
throw
a
it.
jump.
Yeah. I think the thing that helps I think the reason Hat in Time doesn't get as much flack though is because Hat in Time's basic movement feels amazing and Yooka-Laylee's feels kind of stilted and janky. And that's like a pretty bad problem. And I don't think Yooka-Laylee, it's not that I'm like
And well, is the movement and you feel
Whoop!
meant to
jump.
actually be
Jump.
kind of stilted?
Okay.
Or like to
Kind of.
emulate that
It is
old-
kind of emulating that old feel, but I think the problem in Yooka-Laylee is one, it's a little like slippery, and the camera movement is a big problem. Like the camera control is really wonky and ends up negatively affecting aspects of the control.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's alright.
I was sprinting her there. That's crazy.
But the other problem I would say with Yooka-Laylee is that it feels really, really weightless. Like a lot of your actions feel like they don't have as strong of an impact as they should. For example, it feels kind of like, but like,
Whoa!
in a worse way, even worse. You know how sometimes it can feel a little off in Breath of the Wild when you push like a boulder? It just kind of tumbles down. It almost feels like it's like made of paper mache sometimes.
Yeah.
It feels like that, but for hitting enemies. Like your basic interactions with stuff feels really weirdly not impactful. There's a lot of, and it's very stilted and weird overall. And I think Hat in Time, core gameplay-wise and feel, is 10 times better. It's more just though that whenever I see a thing that has a lot of hatred put on something else, and praise put on something else in regard to it, I'm always like, but like, you know, let's not be so like...
God, she keeps running towards me and hitting me, and I keep
Yeah.
falling for it or something. Fuck.
Let's not be so like mean-spirited, you know what I mean? To this one game. I'm like, Yooka-Laylee deserves the problems it got, but like, I feel like because of how much people were enjoying Hat in Time, they ended up doubling back and being like, yeah, like
There we
this
go,
is
thank
what
God.
Yooka-Laylee should have been instead of the piece of shit we got. And I'm like, I definitely didn't like it as much as I hoped I would, playing it after the fact, but I'm like, I feel like Hat in Time also ended up getting a lot of like, people ended up ignoring some of the faults in Hat in Time due to how much they hated Yooka-Laylee.
The contrast was so great that they kind of treated it
Yeah.
as like, Hat in Time is
'Cause,
amazing!
yeah, Hat in Time definitely doesn't have nearly as many flaws as Yooka-Laylee. It
Yeah.
doesn't feel as broken in any way as many of the problems in Yooka-Laylee. But there are definitely things, like we've seen several times, like where the camera acts weird, or like clipping happens where it kind of shouldn't. And it's just like, I get that it's an indie game, but it's like, I don't think it's super bad, but it does feel like
That,
a little
I didn't
bit-
realize that was a conglomerate of mafia guys.
Yeah, that's what it's always been.
I didn't catch it the first few times.
Yeah.
So
Fuck,
instead
fuck,
of
fuck, fuck, fuck,
sprinting,
fuck,
try
fuck.
jumping.
Yeah.
That's
Sometimes-
the shockwave.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing with it. But yeah, you see what I mean?
No, I get what you're saying. It's they double down on a contrarian opinion
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
point where they ignore some flaws. That's
Yeah. And admittedly though, I part of me is just like, man, Odyssey was so amazing. I'm kind of surprised there are people that would like pick that pick a different like platformer for
Yeah.
the year. But admittedly, Hat in Time is a super fucking fun game.
Yeah,
And I can't fault
game is
anyone for picking it as their
amazing.
favorite because
And,
it's
and I will
awesome.
agree with Joe. This game feels great to play.
It does feel really good to play, like movement wise.
Yes.
That's its biggest strength for sure. It still doesn't feel quite as nice as Odyssey to me. I can't really think of almost any 3D platformer that I liked the movement in more.
Yeah.
I loved Odyssey's movement. I think that's really where it comes down to for me. But I do love Hat in Time. It definitely deserves all the praise it gets.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel that some people, in how good the rest of it is, I think it's fair to ignore
should've
some of
hit her.
those. I think it's fair to ignore some of those faults with how good the rest of it is. But there's some faults with it that I feel like people like are slightly over lenient on. I feel like they could be like, yeah, it does have these issues, and it doesn't. It also helps that it is an indie project like Kickstarter, and it's like the people who made it are super awesome, and you don't want to be like, guys, you didn't do this, because it's pretty understandable they wouldn't fine-tune everything to perfection the way Nintendo does because they have all that money. Like that's just an unfair comparison.
Yeah.
But still, like I guess what I mean to say is I would really like to see and look forward to a Hat in Time 2 where the controls are a little more polished because they've had more time / money. Or
Yeah.
something like another platformer project by the same people.
Yeah. I
That's
guess.
all.
Yeah.
Nothing against.
Yeah.
Like this game's incredible.
Yeah. Oh, it's dick.
Also, the way she was holding herself in like that force field and all the rainbow around you, it actually reminds me of Pokemon Snap
Yeah.
with Mew.
What? Plan is crazy. Hello, Mafia. No worry. If little girls succeed, Mafia...
Oh wow.
Oh, so let's kill ourselves to give her health. So she gets. That's actually a
Dragon
really,
Balls.
That's
Yeah.
that's a really
Yeah.
good usage of. Oh wait,
A thing that you're not
Time
thinking
can-
of.
Team
Dragon
can-
Balls. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Let's rewind time so we could. Like, after she wins, she can rewind time and bring us back.
Yep.
Oh, sure.
Mafia lads.
It's the ultimate Genki Dama.
Yeah. Wow. It's almost inverse / like way too overboard Genki Dama.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was gonna say too, yeah, I totally agree with the control wise. This feels so fucking good
so
to play. I love moving it. The depth perception does keep fucking with me a little
Yeah,
bit.
I was gonna say because you.
But I'm also someone where
I
like
noticed
depth
you've had
perception's
a
a little bit tricky for me.
Yeah, you might have depth perception like difficulties, but I've also noticed just in general you've run into a lot of things where you're just like, not only is depth perception rough. Oh God, they beat each other up.
I'm a cop. Cheep, cheep, cheep.
They finally made peace so that the world could be saved. But also, we've had a lot of times like in boss fights and stuff, like in the very first stage of this, where it's like you're running towards a thing and you just clipped through a door with the camera, and you're like, well, that sucks. It's not too bad though. To be honest, the problems are rarely super substantial. So it's not like I'm like, come on, people, like don't ignore the problems in this game, because they're not that bad, to be honest. It's more just that I'm like,
This ending's actually really cool.
yeah. I'm also like, we could also like point out that it had some problems, but still love the rest of
But
it.
like,
'cause it was
like just right
amazing.
now, that was a really cool moment that I've
For
never
sure.
really seen in a game.
I've seen stuff like that, but that is definitely a cool one.
This is a
One
very
of the
unique
better
way
ones.
of it. This is a very unique way of approaching it.
Honestly, one
Well,
of
I'm
the
just constantly being given hearts,
yeah.
so I just have to live.
It's
Yeah.
it's a free win.
Live, Snake, live.
But yeah, Matt, I do. This does remind me a bit of the Kingdom Hearts 2, like the setting for the Kingdom Hearts 2 ending.
Yeah,
lot.
That's what I was getting to, but the game got lost in conversation.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. This actually does. You said that ending like it reminded you of this, and it's not quite the same, but it does kind of remind me of low-key spoiler warning for a game that's like 10 years old now, but like Persona 4,
Oh yeah.
like where you go through all of your like.
This is
social
really
links and
overwhelming,
you're
but I
like,
guess
yeah,
since I
can do
have
it.
4 hearts, then
Yeah, just go in. Go in. Don't worry about it. You're healing constantly. There's no reason.
Use myriad truths.
Yeah, I guess you just like be completely relentless. My favorite way to play.
There's another game I'm sure that has this exact type of ending where it's just somebody getting a constantly healing. You know what? I'm thinking of Paper Mario.
The first one or
Yeah, the first one.
1,000 Year Door.
First one.
Okay.
At the end of the first one, Bowser, the whole point of the first one is that Bowser has taken the Star Rod in the beginning, which is like a MacGuffin, and it gives him like unlimited power, which is why Mario can't beat him, and Princess Peach even gets taken in the first place. But at the end of the game, you do a fight with Princess Peach and the Star Sprite Twink that helps you beat the final like boss. And at the first fight, Twink goes up and hits Comic, who's like Bowser's top minion, and it doesn't do any damage. And then Comic does like 3 damage to Twink. And then on Peach's turn, who's like your side party member, she prays. And then the next turn, Twink does 1 damage, Comic does 2, and it keeps exchanging until like Comic can't do any damage to Twink, but Twink can do 3 damage to her. And you transfer that like over to Mario to like use a special ability to get rid of his super.
Oh, look at her! Look at Mustache Girl.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but yeah,
first try too.
So I it's not so much that I want people to like think less of the game. It's more I do want people to keep in mind there are some flaws with the game, and they get
one timepiece.
Yeah, they have some flaws with the game. Like there are some flaws with the game, and you could hope for like, hey, maybe they'll make more in the sequel because I want them to make sequels that are bigger and better. But also like, even though it does have those flaws, I think it's kind of important to remember, hey, it's not a perfect game. It does still have those flaws, but it's still an amazing game in spite of all of those flaws.
Yes, this game
like
is.
I don't want people to think less of the game.
Yeah.
I just want people like, oh, but it's not perfect. It does have issues.
Yes,
but it is still an awesome game.
Yes. This game is awesome.
Yeah, this part's pretty neat. It's up to you.
It's up to you, man.
I will tell you this. It doesn't affect what actually happens. I don't believe.
Cool. Give girls some timepiece to defeat the Mafia. Mafia are dicks.
They beat up old people.
They beat up old people. I forgot about that, yeah. piece.
That's the thing. Her reasoning is valid. She just goes way overboard.
She went way extra. She really was Killmonger.
I was gonna say, yeah.
No. Leave me in the alleyway with my family.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yay! Love this.
Yeah, but yeah, this is such a great game. This is one of the great like indie games of last year for sure.
This is fun as shit. Yeah.
Fuck, you don't get to go home.
Oh yeah, this has a really cute ending. Oh wow, that went a little longer than I anticipated.
No. Nope. Well, this is delightful.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Oh God!
Oh, they're pulling
Yeah, watch.
Oh.
Yeah, keep going.
Let's make another contract.
Oh God.
Don't you dare leave, Loss!
Oh.
Let's watch our movie, darling.
Go.
The push broom just pushes them all off.
Go. Go. Bye.
I love that this is just a world where space is just, it doesn't matter.
It's fine.
Just like, who cares?
Everything's fine.
Like in my head when she opened the door, I just imagine.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Adventure. Yeah.
Set thrusters to engage. So that's
Star Wars.
When I made
Just the way
Star
you're like.
Trek.
Just the hyperdrive.
It does look a lot like the hyperdrive.
The hyper-jump, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
hell
so you
yeah.
can see like a little platformer thing, like all the locations.
Side scroll.
Yeah.
What a great game this was.
But yeah, I will say, of all the areas to not be fully polished, like, the fact that they were like, you know what, there's some issues that, like, might have polished. We're going to focus on polishing the main movement. I do understand that, I do understand why some criticism is drawn to Yooka-Laylee, in that I feel like Yooka-Laylee is basically not the opposite exactly. That Jenna Brown who like did a lot of the art stuff. Awesome artwork.
Nice. So good.
She has a cool Twitter too. And she had like great stuff where like when Insomniac came out, like or like when Spyro was like getting announced and stuff, she drew art of her like, yeah, I used to play Spyro all the time. So it was Hat Kid playing Spyro with Spyro the Dragon.
Aww.
And then Insomniac like retweeted it and we're like, thanks, like Hat Time was a great game too. And she was like, oh my god, this is like my childhood. And I was like, this is really delightful.
That's so good.
Oh, but like I said,
Chris Nielsen did the voice acting directing. That's awesome.
Yeah. But Sungwon Cho, that's Percy D.
Yeah. Xander.
Obus. And then
Amfish.
Oh yeah.
My boy.
And then the other I do understand why there is some comparison because that's one of the things Yooka-Laylee didn't do. They didn't spend that polished time on movement and basic platforming as much as this game did. Mm-hmm. And that's where I feel like this game got things right that Yooka-Laylee did fail. Yeah. And I think that is a pretty fair comparison, that one. In
a lot of really important
I just think people went a little overboard on it.
Yeah,
on the criticism of like Yooka-Laylee while praising this game.
Yeah, but with this game, a lot of the core elements of what are going to be really important for it to work, like movement and even just like the story and like level design. Really good.
But that basic comparison, I think is totally fair because this game like absolutely like crushes, like does amazing work polishing the movement to be.
That's great.
Yeah, polishing the movement and basic like platforming to be awesome and feel like great. Whereas Yooka-Laylee's feels good sometimes and feels pretty bad other times.
Community contributors, that girl.
That girl. Oh, those are Japanese characters that I don't know how to read.
So Matt, you just watched the game. What did you think of it? Because you haven't played this.
This is something that I want to play. I think it's on Switch.
I believe it is now on Switch. Yes.
Yes.
It's a great system for it.
Yes.
Yeah, I am basically just waiting for it to go on sale.
And hey, if you want it, it's worth. Well, it's $20. It's worth playing more because like we didn't get to almost half of the timepieces.
There's 50.
No, I said almost half. There's 40.
Oh, 40. Okay, so we did just over half.
Also, there's now DLC for the game that just came out. Like 3 months ago.
We saw that a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I believe it's PC exclusive.
Oh, it is? I didn't know that.
Okay, maybe we'll get on Switch later. But
maybe.
Yeah, I would totally play this again on Switch. Like I have other games I want to get to first since I already have technically played this. But like this is definitely on the list of games to get on Switch for me.
This is not a bad one to have on your console for sure.
No, this game is adorable and delightful, and I love playing it so much.
The music is really good as well.
The music was amazing, and it just felt so good to play in general.
Yeah.
Like I just felt awesome doing everything. Like, hell yeah, this game. It's great. Yeah.
Yay!
I love the main theme of this game too.
Yeah,
oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
It's like that. Yeah. It's to say it once more, very Mario inspired.
Yeah.
It's like so this almost kind of reminds me of Odyssey's ending theme.
Oh, the music.
Oh, yeah, the one that's like way more Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll say though, in general, this game differentiates itself from Mario in general to feel like its own thing. It really.
I think so.
It totally feels its own thing aesthetically, how it moves, how it controls.
Well, aesthetically, it reminds me more of Wind Waker, honestly.
A bit, yeah.
She has stuffed and toys of all the characters.
Oh, see, this was taken from Super Mario Brothers 2. See, no, I take it back. Not distinction.
That is adorable. That is just a little crow.
That's a joke.
Yeah. Crow and a Mafia. Who's that on her left?
One of the people from the mountain region.
Okay.
They're like little like pilgrim type people. That or it's a dweller. But I think it's one of those.
Okay. And then little penguin.
Penguin?
Ping.
Is that
maybe an owl?
Oh, it's an owl. You're right.
Yeah, it's one of the passengers.
It looks like a penguin from
it does look kind of like a penguin from a distance, though.
This was
fun.
This
This actually does look a lot like the Super Mario Brothers 2 ending theme. I think it might be an homage.
Yeah. So
But yeah, it does enough. It has its own style for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think
that's Hat in Time.
Good time to call it then.
I think so.
GG Game Boys.
Yeah.
GG Game Boys. Come back for more Jam Pack.
Yeah, bye.
What a delightful game.
Yeah.
Exquisite.
Boy.
Boy.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye. Goodbye.
Now that's my jam, dog.